How's everyone doing today? Let me pause the music. Alright. It's because I was just the only reason why I was playing that kind of music was because I just finished doing Kung Fu meditation. So meditation Kung Fu, something like that. And I need to relax. I need to say my story because this is a good one. Alright. A lot of interesting things have been happening. Oh, that in the left. Oh, that was cool when I found that out. Let me drink some water. The floating island is back, and it brought the motel with it. Explore this new. Okay. And then I heard about that trap. It does 50% damage every time they hit you, or it hits you. So let me go ahead and delete this son of a bitch, because I'll tell you guys why. Okay. So let's start with the story. After we see this, I'm gonna learn that dance move. I don't know why. Alright. What is this? Oh, it's a back thing. Oh, football. Oh yeah, the football skins are back because football season started. Where's my team? Where's my team? There it is, boys. Except with the girl version. They obviously right now have two because we won last year. So pitches all the way. This team sucks ass. Sucks ass big time. Look at this. No ass. No, actually I like. Okay, that's not a bad ass. Oh, we got the same ass. Alright, I'll stop. Okay. Alright. So before I start the gameplay, let me go ahead and guys tell you the story. So, oh my god, it has been a very interesting week. And let you guys know, a lot of things happened before, I mean, not before, a lot of things happened this week, surprisingly. Okay, a lot. So here it goes. Okay, Monday we didn't have school, so Tuesday. Okay, what happened Tuesday? Okay, Tuesday was normal, everything was fine. No, okay, I think it was after school when I talked again to Ricky's parents. I don't know what day it was. I know it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, because I know it wasn't Thursday. So it had to be either Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm just gonna say it was Tuesday. So I talked to his parents again. It was just supposed to be me and her and the dad, but later on. But it started to be me, the mom, the dad, and Ricky. So, okay. So we're here talking, saying what happened was Ricky's dad came to school that day to call Ricky down to the front office and take his phone. He took his phone, and at that time, I was in the front office, but not for that reason. It was a completely different reason, which really doesn't need to tell you guys. So it was a completely different reason. So I go to the front of the office to go back to class, and I see his dad. I go, "Hey, mister," and I can't say his last name. "Hey, sir, what's up?" Shook his hand. I said, "Hey, did you know that this guy used to help me graduate?" And he was pointing at Mr. Warren, which was a assistant principal over there at school, which he is so awesome. Anyway, so he was over there teaching. He was over there, and I didn't know what was going on. All I knew was that he had the phone already when I saw him. So I said, "Hey," and he started telling me about the high school and the college and all that. And then I said, "Congratulations," and then I went back to class. And he really made a big deal. I was like, okay, he was just here, just to maybe talk to Mr. Warren. I thought he was there to talk to Mr. Warren. But no, he actually went there to go pick up Ricky's phone. So, here comes the best part. Ricky goes straight to his motherfucking boyfriend, which is dumbass is named Luis. That's his real name. He calls himself Louis. He just looks himself more retarded now. He's more retarded when he calls himself Louis. So he goes straight to his phone, logs in and his Instagram before his dad can even find anything on his phone, on his Instagram. So he goes, logs in, delete all conversations, and I think including the account. I'm not sure about the account, but delete completely. I was like, wow. And I'm not gonna tell you guys how I found out. So I was like, damn, you think you're really smart, but no, your parents found out either way, so fuck you, Ricky. Okay. So his dad was talking to him about that. We were in the garage, and I was there too. They were just like disciplining him right in front of me, and I was just waiting for them to finish so I can tell what I wanted to tell to Ricky. So I told him, I told you, Ricky. No, I almost cussed. I said, I freaking told you, Ricky, that I told you karma was gonna bite you in the ass, and look what it did. I told you, Ricky, 6 years we've known each other. When have I ever been wrong? I yelled, I raised my voice at him. When have I ever been wrong? No answer. Because he had he tried to be like a little gentleman. He walks in the garage, puts his hands behind his back, and looks down with a straight face. He looks down, and it's just down. And then when Dad says, when he said understood, when he asked them a question, he would answer it, but then he says, you got it? Or I don't know how he said it, and then he'll say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Looks at Mom. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Everything like that. I'm like, man, why can't you be like that in school? If you are saying yes, sir, and yes, ma'am to your mom and dad, how come you can't say it to your teachers? So sometimes he does, like barely. But he over here nonstop, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. I was like, wow, okay. All of a sudden being a gentleman. And they even told me that he never interacts with his family, never gets out of his room, never does anything. Never even says hi or bye or anything like that. Now we see why he's always walking to school and walking home. Because they don't want to pick up his ass. And damn, I actually felt bad, but before when I didn't know. Now since I knew about this, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that I found that out. So little by little, more by more, Ricky starts slowly or really going down there. And this is the part that made me laugh, because I used to say this. I said this when I was 17, and he's 17 right now. My parents threatened me to kick me out of the house, to go get a house, go get an apartment, anything like that. And in my head, I'm like, I got friends, they'll let me stay. Thinking like, I got this. But then realizing that when they said that I'm gonna kick you out of the house, I said, okay, go for it. Like I was saying, I already know where to go, so go for it. They didn't really do it because they were just trying to scare me, up to the point where they were actually telling me to pack up my things. And I was like, they're not gonna scare me. So I start packing it up. And then up to one point, he actually tells me, leave. I'm like, oh, you're serious? Like, he pointed at the front door. He's like, oh, you're serious? I was like, dropped my bags and said, no, never mind. I swear to God, that was me when I was 17. I was like, now since I'm thinking about it, I don't think I should do it. I don't really think it's gonna help me a lot. So, nope. And then that's what my parents said. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Hold on, guys. So I said, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So, like, I told them, yeah, that's what they were telling me that, not me. They told them that's what I thought. So they told me to go to my room. So, okay. Never was I going to agree to them saying that, oh yeah, I'll leave the house. I'll run away, or this and this. I'll never do that ever again. So far, I'm already 18, it hasn't happened. It was almost like a year ago. So yeah, his dumbass thinks that it's cool, yeah, I can move out. And just let you guys know, he had one good friend, one very good friend. And I'm not complimenting myself, it's the truth. It was me, by the way. He has friends, but barely. If I can count right now how many he really does have. He's got Luis, of course, because he's a drug dealer. So he does drugs for a living. And I know he still does. He's like, no, I only did drugs at one time. Shut the fuck up. You do drugs 24/7. He's got him. He's got his stupid little girlfriend, which is my ex. And I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't want to say her name no more. And by the way, stay tuned, because later on this story, I'm going to say something about her that happened today. Okay? So stay tuned. Him dating that retarded little girl. He's got him. Her, sorry. He's got her. He had a guy named Christian. he had a girl named Ashley. Ashley, I don't know about her, them too. I don't know if they're still talking. They're just friends. Christian, he told me all about it. He says, I'm not really going to talk to him anymore. I'll say hi to him, but that's it. I said, finally, Christian, you see it. So, one thing I noticed about Christian was I didn't really see it because it didn't really bother me. But this guy was poor. Since elementary, guys. I've been friends with this guy since elementary. Ricky's dumbass is saying, I mean, I've been friends with Christian way longer than Israel. It's like, bitch, when did you meet him? I asked him. He said 7th grade. I met Ricky in 7th grade too, by the way. And I told him, you know when I met Christian? I met Christian in 1st grade, Ricky. 1st grade, elementary. So I know him way, way more longer than you. So don't compare that Christian likes you the most. And then I found out that his mom told me that Christian was poor and Ricky was taking advantage of him. I don't even know how that's possible if Christian's poor. But Christian let him borrow a phone. Not like a phone with service, just a phone with Wi-Fi. That's it. He used that to communicate with me, with Luis, Ashley. We made a group chat like 2 years ago. And he used like Christian's phone because Christian had like 2 phones. One of them was with service and the other one was no service. And so he would use that to communicate with us, and he will hide it. Oh, I should have told his mom that he even had a phone even before he had that phone, that he was communicating with us. And I'm calling myself an idiot because I didn't tell you guys soon enough. But she would have probably got mad at me if I told her. So he took advantage of him. Now go back to where we were talking in the garage. By the way, babe, is that you? Is that you that joined? If you said, please say hi, because I thought you were gonna say hi, babe. So like I was saying, hold on. Give me 1 segundo. So, okay. So, and then they were just disciplining him.
Babe.
Holy. Give me a second to breathe. Give me 1 second to breathe. That scared the shit out of me. I really gotta lower down her voice. Her voice sounds so scary. Okay. Hello, my love. By the way, guys, I'll tell you this story. I'm gonna tell you about her, which is the person that just joined, which is my girlfriend. Well, I mean, I don't know. Hold on, I take it back. We're talking, but I mean, like, it's her choice of the dating or not, so she's still deciding. Anyway, we'll talk about that right now. So, back to him. So yeah, he said he didn't care. He was fine with getting kicked out and all that. I was like, oh, I can't wait for you to actually get kicked, literally kicked out of that front door and come crying to me. Your bitch ass come crying to me, or Luis, or her, or that little girl. I'm just gonna call her as a little girl now, even though her birthday's coming up on the 23rd of this month. I don't even know why I still remember that. I should not remember that. So, anyway, or crying to one of them. So, and then his dad stood quiet. So I felt like it was my turn to talk. So I told him, like I said, karma bit you in the ass. I told you to be careful who you hang out with. I told him, be careful with who you hang out with, or shit's gonna hit the ground, or the fan, however you want to call it. And he agreed. He's like, oh, don't worry, I'll be careful with all that. Bitch, look what you just did. You keep hanging out with Luis, and he's one of the guys that you shouldn't hang out with. Even your parents agreed to me, saying that you shouldn't even hang around with these kids, because these kids are troublemakers. Yeah, like, I wouldn't call myself a troublemaker, but you hung out with me all the time. So he told me, I regret it, he said. I said, you regret what? He said, I regret meeting you when I first met you. I was like, no, you don't. You do not regret. You do not regret when we first day we met, because if you did regret it, you wouldn't have been coming up to me every single day, almost every single day, crying to me saying something about that happened with your family or something that happened with personal reasons. You would tell me about it. You would talk to me about it. You gave me advice as how to talk to a girl or anything like that. You gave me advice and I helped you with those, until I found out that the last girl advice you were giving me was your third period class, which wasn't your third period class. It was that girl that sits next to you during lunch, which you know damn well who I'm talking about. Kind of sounded black right there. So you know who damn well I'm talking about. You were talking about her, and I didn't know who the fuck you were talking about. And I was even giving you advice saying, yeah, try to be as cool as you can with her. Don't lie. Don't ever want to lie. I gave him one advice. I said, don't lie. If, for an example, let's say you say you will work out every single day, and she believes you, but then one day she decides to ask you to go work out, and you're like, you just fucked yourself there. I gave them that advice saying, don't lie to the girl if you're gonna like this girl, if you want her to like you. Oh, really? That part really pisses me off, and it still pisses me off now when I found out that he was asking for advice from the little girl. So yeah. So I told him. He said he regret it, and then he stood quiet afterwards. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. I know you did not regret you meeting me, because then you would have said something, but you didn't. So anyway, I told him, you are so. This is what I was going to tell him actually. I was going to tell him that you are so lucky I'm not going to fight you, and that I'm not going to press charges on you. So I said, Ricky, you are so damn lucky that I'm not going to fight you. Cuts me off. He cuts me off and says, fight me then. Come on, dude. Fight me. Goes like that. I was pissed. So I said, oh, are you kidding me, Ricky? And this is what happened. His dad rides a motorcycle. So his motorcycle was in front of me. And so was him. And so was he. The motorcycle was in front of him too. So I was about to jump over that bitch. Jump over the motorcycle. Risking taking damage from that motorcycle. And just literally kick his ass right there. But I was about to go around it too at the same time. But before I even took a step, his dad literally pushes him back, because he was walking forward, pushes him back and says, hey, what the fuck are you doing, Ricky? You're a fucking idiot. He goes like that. You're an idiot. You don't get shit through your head. If you want to fight him, fight me. I was like, oh, this is like a movie. His dad had my back completely. I was so happy. And the mom didn't do anything. The mom was just sitting back there. I guess she wanted to see it, but the dad didn't. And he says, I don't even have to fucking hit you. All I gotta do is choke you, and you're gonna lose. He started saying, he started calming me down. I was like, oh my god, it's like a fighting movie. I was like, oh. So okay, we didn't fight. Neither did the next day when we saw each other at school. Because I told him I'm not gonna fight him, and he said he wanted to fight me. So I'm still waiting. I'll be great being okay with fighting this bastard. He is not gonna win. I already know he's not gonna win. And I'm not trying to be cocky, guys. I just want to let you know, I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to be like, easy, I can take this bitch down like second. No. It's just that I've known him for 6 years. Never in my life I've seen him fight, and in his life he's seen me fight, and he knows how I fight. Now, again, I'm not trying to be cocky, and I'm not one of those guys that literally looks away and gets both their fists and just starts swinging like crazy, like thinking, guessing if they're gonna hit him in the face or in the balls or in the chest or anywhere. No, that's not me. I don't want to say I fight professional, but I really don't. I'm getting there. I'm being trained by myself. So, and I know because I've had experience in karate and boxing. 2 years of karate and 3 years of boxing. Yeah, it's not a lot, but it's a lot at the same time. I didn't continue boxing my whole life or karate my whole life. I want to start karate again, this year. I feel like I can do a good job. of karate. And ninjutsu, kung fu. So anyway, off topic. So I said, oh, like in my head I said, oh, thank you for holding him back. Because I was about to go full out. Something could have probably been broken in the garage. So, anyway. He started talking to him more. And I started looking at the ground all pissed. I was already getting mad. So I interrupted the dad. I said, you know what, sir? I cannot deal with this guy anymore. I'm gonna go now. He said, okay, you have a good day, he said. I said, you too. I'll see you guys later. And I walked away. Calm in a calm way, didn't hit anything, and just slowly walked away. So, the next day, Thursday, actually Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Everything was calm, going to school. I go to school, nothing or no one was bothering me. Until this very second. Not this second. I'm talking about the second that I'm about to tell you guys. During transition, on me going to my fourth period class on my English 4, and the little girl heading to lunch. So she heads to lunch, and we both cross each other. Like, I go one side and she goes the opposite. She went the opposite side. She sees me. I saw her, looked away immediately, or looked straight immediately, because I tend to look around. I always look around to see if like no one's calling me or like, because I wear headphones, and I was wearing headphones at the time. So she sees me, walks by me, does this. You guys heard that slap. That was not a slap on my cheek. That was a slap on my arm, on her trying to get my attention, when she could have just said, hey, or tapped my shoulder, or anything like that. So she slapped me, took my headphone on, so shocked, I'm like, what? And I looked at her, I said, don't ever touch me again, I told her. And she interrupted me and said, it was so loud where we were, because we were in the hallways. And she says, you don't need to ask for permission about dating, something like that. I didn't understand what she was saying. What? Who am I talking to? So, I said, I don't know. She said, you don't have to ask for permission on who's dating, something like that. And I was like, confused. I'm like, huh. Is she talking about Ricky asking me if he can go out with you? Because I'm already way past that. Before, when I didn't find out he was my best friend. You guys, be honest with me. There is such thing as bro code. Like, there is a such thing. You never break bro code. Ever. Every guy will tell you the same thing, except with Xavier, because I talked to him last week, and he goes, oh, no, it's actually not fine. It's fine breaking bro code. I was like, oh, okay. Alright. I mean, now I see why you always break bro code with Thaddeus. So, I didn't tell him that, but I should have. So he agreed. He agreed that, breaking bro code is fine. My friend Steven disagreed. My friend Jordan disagreed. My friend Michael disagreed. All my guy friends disagreed, except Xavier, which he's not my friend anymore. Just to let you guys know. So, all of that shit happened. And she comes up to me and says, no, this and this, I'm not asking. And then she starts walking away. And oh, this was the best part. She is getting held back by her friend while I'm standing there, literally doing nothing. I could have ignored her. I should have ignored her. She starts fucking jumping like a crazy maniac son of a bitch. Instead says, if you have something to say to my face, say it to me, bitch. Or something like that. She, like, I don't think she said bitch, but she started cussing. And I'm like, huh, here comes. I said, no, bitch, because every time when I talk to you, your little pussy ass goes straight to your dad. I said it perfect too. I don't know why I'm stuttering. I said, your little pussy ass goes straight to your dad, and now your dad tells me. I mean, your dad tells my dad. So no, I ain't gonna tell you shit. And then she was like still talking while I was saying that, but I said it, so I don't care if she heard me or not. And then I yelled, shut the fuck up, you little bitch, I told her. And then all I hear around me is, whoa, whoa. Trust me, guys, I was mad at that time. Like, I was mad. I'm like, motherfucker. These motherfuckers are telling me to stop talking to her. Don't interact with her. Don't text her. So I'm like, okay, I got my warning from the law. from one of the police officers. They told me, I'm giving you your warning. They're giving you a warning. Stop interacting with her family. I said, okay, deal. I'll stop talking to them. I don't want to get written up and be sent to jail for talking to them, because the dad could have, if I was to talk to her again, he could have had full right to press charges on me or put a restraining order on me. But I chose not to. So he didn't put a restraining order on me or anything like that. So that happens. She's getting held back. She looked like she looked like she wanted to fight me, which I would have been okay, because she can't fight for nothing. So I could just be either dodging the hits or just blocking them. So, or I can just take them like a man. She punches me in the face, I'm like, punches me in the stomach. Oh, you done? Just let me know when you're done. I could be like that. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, and then she kicks me in the balls. Which, yes, I'm gonna be on the ground, grunting. Let me get some water. Don't worry, guys. I'm almost done. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. So, okay. That happened. I felt offended at that time because, one, she hit me. Never in our dating life I ever hit her or laid a hand on her. Neither did she. So she hit me, and it was the first time she ever hit me. So I felt offended. I felt offended that it's not fair that she gets to talk to me, but I cannot talk to her. So I went up to the front office. I talked to Mr. Warren. I asked him. I told him, it's not fair, and I feel offended right now. I told him what happened. I told him, I feel offended that you guys are telling me, giving me my warning to not talk to her, but it's not fair that you guys are that you're not telling her to talk to me. And he said, we told her the same thing. We told her the same thing we told you. Don't talk to him. So I said, okay, so then why did she talk to me? He said, I don't know. I can call her down and tell her why she did that. So he asked, do you want to write a statement report, something like that, report statement? I said, please. So he gave me one. I filled it out saying that she hit me, and she started cussing at me and this, and I was honest too. I cussed at her too. I was being honest. I cussed at her too. Send it to them. And that incident report, I wrote it down on Thursday, which happened on Wednesday. So I wrote it down on Thursday. Finding out that Thursday was my last day of school, which I'm gonna get there. Hold on. So this is what happened. After I wrote the incident report, I gave it to Mr. Warren. I was heading to class. Some dude that I used to be friends with, like we still talk. We're like friends, but like we'll say hi to each other. I used to have him for PE. And he came up to me. He looked at me all serious. Like, he told me, come here. I said, what's up? I'm like, not old gangster. I just said, what's up? He goes, yo, man, what happened yesterday? Which happened on Wednesday. I said, and it's really not that big of a deal. Were you there? He goes, no, some law enforcement kid told me. I was like, law enforcement kid? I asked him. He said, yeah. I said, before I even asked for the name, I asked, what did this person tell you? Oh, he was talking shit about you. He was saying this and this. He was saying like a bunch of fake things, okay? He didn't say this, but I'm saying this. He said a bunch of fake things because he told me. Things that never happened. I'm like, okay. What's this guy's name? I mean, he said, I don't know. Like, he's in a law enforcement uniform right now. I said, is he skinny? He said, yeah. Does he have glasses? Yeah. Is his name Ricky? He goes, I think so. You used to hang out with him a lot, right? I said, yeah. He goes, yeah, I think it was him. I go, oh my fucking God. This never ends. It's never gonna fucking end. So, I went to the law enforcement teacher, the one in charge with all of the law enforcement kids. And I told her. Her name is Miss Kirk. I said, Miss Kirk, how dare you have one of your students wearing that uniform, going around the whole school, telling people fake things that happened to me. Things that did not happen. So, I cannot believe you are taking care of a kid that is doing that kind of stuff. She asked, what is his name? I said his name is Ricky, and it gave her last name. I said, and she said, what was he saying? And I told her what happened. I told her what I said, saying that I got into a fight, that I got into an argument with my ex, this and this and all that. I go, and she goes, okay, today we have a meeting for the law enforcement club. I can go ahead and talk to him because he's supposed to be there. I said, thank you. So I didn't get to show up because, one, I'm not in the law enforcement club, and two, I had to leave early that day because apparently, literally 7th period was my last period. I didn't even get to go to my 8th period. So they called me out saying that you have been removed from the school. Now, hold on, guys. I didn't get kicked out. I got, neither have I got moved. I chose to move to another school because I was tired of all of what's been going on. So that was the last thing I ever heard from them. Friday comes along, and I was already at a different school. So, good news, guys. By the way, that's pretty much it. Really, like, I don't think there's really no more. Which, there's one thing that happened today, and I'll tell you guys. So, good news, guys. Kind of a bad news, too. I moved to another school, given the opportunity to graduate early. I get to graduate on December, guys. Okay, wait, hold on. I could graduate in December. It depends on how fast I finish my classes. Because literally, it's all on computer, and I can speed it up like that. Not speed it up, but take my time or do it quick. And I'm like, wow, this is my opportunity. Might as well take advantage of it and get some work done. So immediately I hop on and I start doing English 4. It's the first one I do. English 4, knock it out. Today I was knocking it out. 8 hours I was working on English 4. There's 3 units and I already finished 2. Now I need 1 more unit, and one unit has like, each unit has like 4 or 5 mastery tests. And usually once you take the test, it averages out your score to where you're going to be, and then you go on to the next one. So I take the class, all that, and doing perfect and all that. And then I get a missed call. Actually, let me rephrase it. I get a missed FaceTime call. I deleted it, by the way, just to let you know, because I didn't know who it was at first until I found out when I got home. So I get a missed FaceTime phone call. I didn't see it because my phone was on silent. So I didn't see it until I pulled out my phone. Pull out my phone, not to check the time, to I don't know, I was going to text someone. I forgot who it was. It was today and I forgot. So I see, miss FaceTime. Number 915. I'm not gonna say it, guys. 915. Number. It was a 915 call. And a 915 is usually in El Paso, United States. Sometimes other numbers can be 6 something, and then it can also be in the United States. But this was a 915. I had the number. I'm like, this number looks so familiar. Similar. Who could this be? So I'm like, I'll find out when I get home. And in my head I'm thinking, could have it been you know who? I mean, there's no way. We literally argued like yesterday or the day before. We were literally yelling at each other. Could it be her? So I thought to myself, I hope it's not her. Then after school comes by. Which, by the way, babe, I was gonna tell you, but if you're listening, I was gonna tell you once on the text, but I was doing the meditation thing and I couldn't tell you, so I'm saying it now. So I got the call and didn't call back because I lied. Actually, I called back, but I called back because I thought it was the U.S. Army military guy. I don't have him as a contact because I thought it was him. Maybe he accidentally pressed the FaceTime and made this to call me because he has iPhone. So I texted him saying, hey, if this is the U.S. Army military guy, I want to let you know that I can't talk right now. I can call you at 4 p.m. I said. No response. I was like, Okay. So, at that time, I didn't know who it was. I actually thought it was a military. So that's why I shot at him a text. Think it was him. No response at all. So I was like, okay, not that big of a deal. I'll go ahead and call back. So I called, not FaceTimed, called. No answer. I was like, alright, he's busy. Let him call me back, because now I already called him. So I will be available if he calls me. No call back at all, nothing, no text, nothing. So I'm in the bus thinking, man, I really hope it's the military. I really hope it was not a little girl. So I come to my room, go to my closet, take out the piece of paper where I wrote down her number, turn on the phone, looked at the number on the phone, and looked at the number on the piece of paper. And they matched. The motherfucking numbers matched. And I was like, oh, come fucking on. Why did she call me? What does she want? She literally has nothing to say to me. So why did she call me? So I told my parents, actually my mom, I told my mom, she said, don't call back. Leave, like, she probably called you to try to piss you off, to try to do something to trigger you. She probably knew what happened on Friday. Wait, not on Thursday, which by the way, guys, on Wednesday actually. Just so you guys know, on Wednesday I had a panic attack. And I was scarred for life. I'm gonna be scarred for that forever. So maybe she could have found out that, and she could have maybe called me to make fun of me. I don't know. So till that, when I found out, I deleted the missed phone call thing, so I won't see it. Try to attempt myself to call her back, or text her or anything like that. That message that I said with the military, again, I thought it was a military, so I deleted it. So I deleted the number, the conversation. All I said was, did you call me by any chance? And then I said, if this is the military, this and this and this. What I just said. So, what was I going to say? So yeah, that happened today. I really hope I don't get another call from her, or a text from her, saying anything. Because it's, oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. I really don't. So, yeah guys, you're all caught up now from this week. The new school I went to is boring, but at least I get to get my work done. One good news is that I got child development, so I'm basically a college student, because I'm getting college credits for that class. So I have child development, and I get 6 credits for it, 6 college credits. So after I graduate, let me get some water, hold on. So after I graduate, I will already have 6 credits on my college paper thing. So if I were to want to get a good job, all I gotta show is my diploma and how many credits I have in school from college. And they'll be like, okay, you're hired, or we'll call you, or anything like that. That's how it usually works. Let me get some more water. So, alright, let's go ahead and do it. I was already like, what, 20-30 minutes of the story time? I'm not sure if I'm going to end this stream and make another one. Because this was just going to be story time. I usually don't play when I talk about story, because I don't really focus on the game or on the story, because I can't really multitask very well. So yeah, I'll play one game, and then I'm going to end the stream, make another one, and we'll talk about the game, on what's been going on in Fortnite. I was in school, and like some girl was talking about her brother, saying that we can't even play Fortnite no more because my brother broke the controller, and now all we can do is just watch Netflix or YouTube or whatever he was saying, or she was saying. By the way, guys, child development, there's nothing but girls there, so I'm the only guy there. Oh shit, I gotta talk low because my mom is home, and I don't want her to know about the story. Any day now, Fortnite. Any day. Babe, are you there? You've been quiet. You haven't said anything. Oh, that makes me so happy. I found out that the house in the middle, where it looked like it used to be, it's over there. Right over there. I was confused on how it looked like because I see the house, but then I see a pool. I'm like, wait, there is no pool in that house. And until I noticed that that it's mixed with the house in the middle and the motel that was all the way back there where the block is. The motel, that's where it used to be.
I'm still here, but I'm playing a game right now.
Are you playing a game? Are you playing on a console or your phone or your laptop? Is there a chest up there? There is not.
I'm playing on the PS4.
Wait, while you're playing on the PS4 and you didn't add me? I'm kind of sad. Oh, them two are fighting. I want PC. I'm tired of controller. I see how it is. My own girlfriend doesn't want to be friends with me on the PlayStation. And when I fight the guy, he's gonna be like, this motherfucker has full shield already? And he's gonna be like, this motherfucker has a bolt. Somebody threw a shield bubble. Sound like a man. Are they still fighting? Alright, I'm gonna go over there. Can you place the damn ramp? Where are they? I don't want the minigun. I don't know. I'm just gonna drink it. My babe got quiet again. Sounds like she's focused on her game. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Those traps. Wait, hold on. Oh, but sniper? Okay, I'm gonna have to try those traps. Oh, one thing, guys, I found out about these traps is that this is an item. You throw it. Yeah, I thought it was like one of these traps. Oh, what the hell? What was that? Oh, that was a mistake, buddy.
I don't have PlayStation Plus.
You don't need PlayStation Plus to hang out with me. Oh, he's above. This guy is weak, I know he is. Dude, you know you're weak, just die already. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep.
Then I don't know your username then.
It's up there in the top left. He was so weak, was he? 34! Dude, you were lucky I choked big time. You were so lucky I choked big time. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream here because it was supposed to be to story time. So, next stream, I'm gonna make one literally like in a couple seconds. So, yeah, babe, it's right there in the top left. You'll see it in a bit right now. But, you can just go back to the shits. Not the top left, like it's right there. And one of my friends got online, which was Red Wolf. Someone joined him while I started on this next stream. So I'll see you guys in a couple seconds.